All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome in. Thanks for being with us today. We really appreciate you. Today's topic, we've got revolutionizing commercial computing, Intel Core Ultra Series 2, aka Lunar Lake. And we've got a great presenter for you today. We've got Larry. But quick, just some Zoom reminders. So please note that this webinar is being recorded. If you have questions, we will do our best to answer all of them at the end of the presentation. So please put them in the Q&A or in the chat. And then we do have a post-event survey, so we would really appreciate to hear from you guys. It helps create our content coming up. And two lucky survey participants will win a $25 Amazon gift card. We've got a lot of webinars upcoming over the next couple months. So next week, we've got Decoding Dell, Understanding the New Naming System and What It Means for You on March 4th. So please pay attention for that. I know a lot of you have already registered for that. It's turning out to be a record-setting registration, so we hope it will be very lively, very informative for everybody. And then on April 3rd, we've got Unlock Device Lifecycle Management in Tech Direct. That is at 11 a.m. Central. And then a week after that, we've got Support Assist for Business PCs and Interactive Demonstration Part 2. So if you came to Part 1 last year, this is a continuation on that. And that is going to be on April 8th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time. But without further ado, you're tired of hearing me talk. So Larry, the floor is all yours.
Hey, thanks, Jack. I really appreciate it, and thanks for so much for inviting me here today. I work in Intel's client computing group, and I'm one of our segment managers for our commercial segment. So really excited to be with you. And I think, Jack, you know that Intel has been building products specifically for our business customers, literally for decades. And with the explosion of AI and advancements at the edge, I mean, we are truly at an inflection point for the PC and how we can use it to accelerate business outcomes. So I'm really excited to talk with everyone today about the newest commercial offering, Intel Core Ultra Series 200V, codename Lunar Lake, and I'm going to probably use those interchangeably throughout the morning or afternoon of the presentation. So really excited. So let's just get things kicked off and jump right in with a quick sizzle reel on Intel Core Ultra.
Businesses count on IT heroes to save the day every day. Now, you can unlock the power of AI for business PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors and Intel vPro. Deploy AI at scale for your mobile business users. Get power-efficient AI performance that can boost productivity, foster collaboration, and enhance data visualization. Experience above and below the OS protection. Hardware-based security uses AI to detect threats before they happen. Manage all your PCs, even beyond the firewall. With remote management capabilities, IT can resolve issues, provide updates, and deploy patches virtually anytime, anywhere, even if the PC is down. The validated and integrated platform helps ensure smooth PC deployment. And from build to retire, Intel vPro delivers built-in sustainability benefits for businesses, helping improve your bottom line responsibly. This platform is built for what IT heroes do. Now unlock the power of AI for your business with Intel Core Ultra processors and Intel vPro.
So, as I mentioned before, we've never been more excited at Intel about a lineup of processors that are built for business. And our product portfolio in 25 is designed for businesses of all sizes. And we're thrilled to have recently launched Intel Core Ultra 200V series, like I mentioned, formerly Lunar Lake, for our commercial customers, in addition to our Arrow Lake family this year of products that will launch later this quarter, which includes our 200S series for desktop and workstation, 200U and H series for mobile, and 200HX series for mobile workstations. And with Intel Core Ultra 200 series processors, we're bringing truly unmatched really portfolio of exciting products for all of our commercial personas and form factors to help business end users enjoy the productivity gains brought by these AIPCs and to provide the resilience, security, and easy to manage commercial PC lineup that IT needs. So today we're going to focus specifically on 200V Lunar Lake And I'm going to also share really the latest and greatest when it comes to our Built for Business vPro platform. So our agenda this morning is we're going to start with really diving into how is Lunar Lake in particular supercharging business and users, and how are we unlocking AI in the modern workplace. And then we'll take a little time to talk about, our vPro Built for Business platform and how that's built with security in mind, how we're innovating around manageability, and how we're delivering sustainable and stable platforms to our commercial users. And then we'll just sort of leave with a call to action. And I think we'll probably have some time for questions as well. So here at Intel, we're really proud to deliver the future of commercial computing to help supercharge end users and elevate IT outcomes. With Intel Core Ultra 200V processors, we're enhancing business and user experiences by delivering longer battery life, AI innovations for every business persona, and really superior performance that drives business productivity. And with our Intel vPro platforms, we're raising the bar or continuing to raise the bar for IT by providing the tools to manage OS transitions with confidence, keeping devices secure in a modern work environment, and really to make it easier than ever to manage device fleets with innovative solutions. And in 2025, we really feel like this is the year of refresh driven by innovation. And we're working closely with Microsoft to accelerate enterprise transitions to Windows 11 and harness the benefits of AI between Microsoft Copilot Plus experiences, which we're going to talk a little bit about, and this broad Intel AI ISV ecosystem that's built for business. But first, I really want to start by just sharing. We understand that the AIPC was really the hot topic of this past year, this new category of PCs. But we really can't lose sight of the fact that our commercial customers are expecting that a great AI PC has to be a great PC first. So with that, I really want to jump in and ask our first poll question for the webinar. And this question is around, when you think of a great PC for business, what features do you prioritize? So I think, Jack, you're going to run the poll for us.
Yep, the poll should be live.
Oh, good. Yep, we've got some results coming in. We'll give it about 30, 45 seconds for folks to respond. I've got some multiple screens, so I'm sort of watching on this screen over here as they come in. Super interesting. And Jack, will the participants be able to see the end results or not?
Yes. Once we close it out, I will pop the results up just for a quick moment so everybody can see what everyone else is thinking.
Perfect. All right, and it looks like, Jack, our responses are slowing down. So maybe we're at a point where we can go ahead and pop up those results. Yeah, and it really looks like performance is leading. We're going to talk a lot about performance today. Battery life is kind of a close second. But really, we're across the board with app compatibility, sustainability. These are all important features of what makes for a great business PC. So let's just sort of jump in and talk about Lunar Lake. And I think you're going to see that many of the things that are driving business features, Lunar Lake is here to deliver. So when we launched Intel Core Ultra 200V for consumer, and this was back in September of 24, we were really proud of what it delivered. One, it's the most efficient x86 processor ever with brand new CPU cores that deliver exceptional performance. Two, with our X2E graphics architecture, it has the best built-in graphics performance and capabilities. And three, it's the most powerful AI processor with up to 120 platform level TOPS, and that includes CPU, GPU, and NPU. So let's take a look at really what's this translate into in regards for the overall Lunar Lake performance versus previous generation of Intel Core Ultra Series 1 processors, which launched with our Meteor Lake launch in early 24. So what you're going to get is, what we're seeing gen over gen with Lunar Lake as opposed to Series 1 processors is an 18% faster CPU cores and 30% better average performance on the built-in GPU. Lunar Lake also delivers breakthrough efficiency with 50% lower package power and twice as good performance per watt. And that's going to translate to battery life. And we're going to take a look at that in a second on some commercial benchmarks. And then finally, when it comes to AI, you're getting 3x the AI performance versus Intel Core Ultra Series 1. So when you look across the board at all these different vectors, it's really easy to see why Lunar Lake is the best mobile platform we've ever built. But you're probably asking, like, what makes this the best product for business users? So let's take a look at that and how that translates for our business end users. So Intel Core Ultra 200V has come to our business customers, and we just launched that for commercial back at CES earlier this year. And it truly delivers a no compromise mobile experience. It's designed for long battery life so you can leave your charger behind, and it combines the best compute engines to enhance productivity and deliver leadership AI for both workloads that you're doing today and workloads that you're planning for in the future. And like other Intel processors, IT doesn't need to worry about compatibility between modern applications and legacy x86 solutions either. So when we're talking about the value of Lunar Lake for ITDMs, Lunar Lake combined with our vPro platform delivers next-gen security, manageability, and just so much more. So let's really dig in and talk about those feature sets. And when we talk about our built for business platforms, we talk about Intel vPro platforms, and they deliver a value prop really across these 4 vectors: productivity, security, manageability, and that sustainability and stability pillar as well. But we're going to jump into first is all around productivity. So modern compute platforms really require an untethered experience for today's really work anywhere environment. They also require outstanding productivity in the age of AI, and in addition to best-in-class connectivity experiences. So let's deep dive into how the Intel Core Ultra V platforms delivers on productivity. Now, the first one that we have to talk about is battery life. And with the Lunar Lake platform, we dispelled the myth that x86 architecture can't deliver long battery life. I mean, when you compare apples to apples on real world benchmarks, there is a clear leader, and it's Lunar Lake. We enable up to 14 hours of battery life on UL Procyon Office benchmarks and nearly 10 hours on a Microsoft 3x3 call. And you can see really sort of where Lunar Lake stacks up compared to other silicon vendors. So with Lunar Lake, we deliver that all-day battery life so that our customers can leave their charges at home and not have to worry about where to find the next plugin to stay productive in our hybrid work environment. And with Windows 10 end of service really driving this massive PC refresh in 2025, we know it's important for our business end users to look at how do we compare, or where does Lunar Lake stack up versus devices that they're going to actually be refreshing, right? Our commercial customers don't often refresh devices that are only 1 year old. They refresh devices that are several years old. So as compared to 3-year-old PCs, which are really just entering that front end of the refresh cycle, 200V delivers up to 20% performance gains on Procyon Office productivity, longer battery life, up to 10x AI compute. We're going to talk why that's so important in a minute, as measured by platform tops across our CPU, GPU, and NPU. And that we know many of our commercial customers really have to refresh devices that are even 4 or 5 years old. So these gains would even be bigger if you were comparing against even older devices. Now, if you look at even in the productivity category alone, when you're talking about 20% faster productivity, just imagine the days, if not weeks of time that you can save by simply refreshing to faster and more efficient PCs, let alone all the enhanced AI experiences that you can now leverage on Lunar Lake. So there's sort of this perfect alignment with Windows 10 end of service this year and our launch of Lunar Lake. Now, before we go to our next poll question, I just want to talk briefly about connectivity because, the best connectivity is critical in delivering the best business PC experiences. And we know that many of the RFPs by our commercial customers, Wi-Fi is actually one of the key decision criteria for enterprise IT decision makers. And perhaps even though I know there's this movement to return to the office, and we all are kind of experiencing that, we've still never been more of a hybrid workforce. So that connectivity is so important. Lunar Lake supports Wi-Fi 7, which delivers up to 5x faster speed over Wi-Fi 6 and 60% lower latency. The integrated Thunderbolt 4 delivers up to 4x faster transfer rate over USB 3.2, and it's compatible with really a wide range of accessories in the ecosystem. And our Engineered by vPro program enables new Bluetooth accessories from folks like Logitech and others to easily connect and get that long range, high quality audio experiences without a dongle. And as we continue to develop platform software to optimize networking connections and enable high speed content sharing, with other PCs, you're going to see even a better experience when it comes to content sharing with PCs. So with Lunar Lake and vPro, we're really enabling a strong connectivity experiences that are going to drive business outcomes. So what I want to do now is quickly pivot to AI and talk a little bit about AI. But before we do that, we've got our second poll question. So which best describes where your organization is in their AI journey? So let's go ahead, Jack, and pop that next question up. We can see the results are coming in. That was a pretty quick one. We've got several responses already in. It sounds like AI, or it looks like AI, is probably top of mind for a lot of our commercial customers. All right, Jack. I think it looks like most have had a chance to weigh in. Looks like responses are slowing down. So let's go ahead and share the results. And I think you can see here, just starting to understand AI and how AI can accelerate business is where many of you are at. But there are several that are implementing AI solutions already. And again, this wasn't necessarily a question for, are you implementing AI on the device or in the cloud or where? But I think this poll is exactly aligned with what we're hearing at Intel, that most organizations have started that journey. They're exploring how do we leverage AI and where do we best use AI to drive and accelerate business outcomes. So when we look at Lunar Lake as a product and vPro as a platform, we really need to take a look at how are we supporting the usage of AI, and where does Intel sit in terms of bringing AI's value to our business and customers. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And I might be kind of having a little bit of a spoiler slide here to lead off our discussion about AI. But really in today's modern work environment, we can't talk about productivity and business end user needs without talking about AI. And I'm going to simply tell you, AI runs best on Intel. We have the industry leading developer program and provide best in class software optimization to support really a wide range of selection of AI models and applications with over 400 AI features and 500 models enabled to date. And we have the best compute engines in core ultra processors. And we're the only one across the industry that has a CPU, GPU, and NPU all enabled to run a wide range of AI applications. And I'm going to talk through in our next slide why that's so important to have that strong XPU strategy. We've got the highest AI TOPS with Lunar Lake, more than 3x of our first generation of Intel Core Ultra processors. And we have the largest industry footprint and leading app compatibility. So let's talk now. Let's really dig into why all of this AI capability is so important to our business and customers. And in order to do that, I think we first need to look at where is AI running on the device, right? When we're bringing AI workloads onto the device itself, where are they landing? And here's where we see that it truly takes a strong CPU, GPU, and NPU to deliver modern AI experiences. And the graph here represents where AI workloads are actually landing. And as you can see, our ISV and developer communities are leveraging every engine on the PC to run AI. And really, they're writing code to whichever engine provides not only the most efficiencies, but also the best experience for our end users. And this is why that really strong XPU strategy at the device level is so important to drive AI workflows. Now, at Intel, we collaborate with a really robust and large ISV partner ecosystem to deliver exceptional performance on key business workflows. And these solutions integrate seamlessly into the daily operations and of a business and cover a wide range of usages. So, what we're going to see here is business things like business insights and data visualizations, tools like Tableau and Power BI. Those are running on Intel CPUs, provide deep analytics and data-driven decision making, simplifying content with creation tools like Distinct AI Vision, FX 2.0, right? Those are running on the GPU, and these deliver more powerful AI capabilities, making complex workflows smarter and faster. And then you have enhanced presentation solutions like Canvid that take advantage of the full XPU, so CPU, GPU, and NPU capabilities, and the ability to create dynamic and impactful video presentations. We're going to hear from Canvid actually in a minute. And we all know that we're using more and more videos in our day-to-day work. Next, things like secure local Gen AI chatbots with solutions like LLMware and Axel are running on the GPU and ensuring that there's secure and efficient chatbot integrations across businesses. And then finally, you're going to see ISVs on here like Promio and for our digital marketing types of workflows running on the GPU. They're enhancing marketing efficiencies and AI-powered tools for content creation. So really, all these solutions leverage the XPU, CPUs, GPUs, NPUs of the Intel platform. Some of them leverage multiple engines at the same time, and that's really provides significant performance improvements gen over gen. And you can see those listed here on the slide. And this effectively translates into valuable time savings for end users and enhanced productivity, which is really driving continued innovation. And in the commercial environment, I think Intel stands really unrivaled, consistently trying to raise the bar and setting higher standards for performance and reliability when it comes to our ISV ecosystem. But really what I think is impactful is when you can hear it from one of our ISV partners directly. So Canvid, we're going to show a quick clip. Canvid is one of the ISVs I mentioned before, and really take a look at how they're revolutionizing video editing workflows for business customers and doing that on Intel Core Ultra processors. So here we go. We're going to run that video now.
I'm Gareth Reynolds, Head of Product at Canvid. Canvid allows users to effortlessly create beautiful professional video for presentations, YouTube tutorials, demos, and more without the need for retakes or the tiresome process of traditional video and audio editing. Canvid has redefined the way people create talking head videos. Thanks to the power of the Intel Core Ultra GPU and NPU, users can easily record a talking head video of themselves, remove the background, create captions, enhance the audio, and place it over another video. Amazingly, Canvid's AI tools also offer the groundbreaking feature of generating new video clips without recording new videos. Users can take recorded audio or let AI generate audio, and Canvid will create new video clips of the user lip syncing to the provided text or audio. This means users can take just one recorded webcam video of themselves and use it for all future videos. No need to record over and over again. This never before seen feature will change the way that people create videos. As we continue to evolve Canvid, we're becoming more focused on AI because we can't provide the features and functionality users want without it. And the Intel Core Ultra NPU enables us to run some of these AI workloads entirely in the background without any effect on the CPU or GPU resources. We find Canvid users prefer to execute AI tasks locally. By directly running the AI models on the capturing device, there's no need to cycle data through the cloud. This increases workflow speed, privacy, and security. Our team has had a long and productive relationship with Intel for many years. They've listened to our goals and responded to our needs in real time, which has been super important for efficiency when optimizing our apps for specific hardware. When we began developing Canvid and preparing it for launch in 2024, we knew that our relationship with Intel would be integral to its success. We're already offering AI-powered tools that are setting a new standard of what users can expect, and it's powered by Intel.
Yeah, I always think it's great to hear from a customer like that. I mean, imagine what Canva is doing and how often we use videos where you can record a talking head video, and if you want to go through and edit it, you don't have to go and re-record anything. You just edit the transcript, and it changes essentially the words coming out of your mouth on the video. How cool is that? If only they could do that for karaoke, I guess that would really be fun. But anyways, I digress. Really, the ISV ecosystem that we partner with is really unmatched, and we have deep collaborations with big commercial ISVs like Citrix and Avanti and CrowdStrike, and of course Microsoft on Copilot Plus PCs and Windows Defender. But we're also really committed to delivering innovations with ISVs that are those smaller or mid-size ISVs to deliver unique solutions to assist end users and IT decision makers. So we're really proud of the ISV ecosystem that we are enabling on Intel Core Ultra Series 2. So we are equally excited to launch Intel Core Ultra 200V, so Lunar Lake, as our first processor for Microsoft Copilot Plus PCs. And through close partnership, we've released key features like Click to Do and Co-Creator in the Windows Insider program, and we'll continue to bring new experiences to 200V based on Copilot Plus PCs moving forward. And this partnership between Intel and Microsoft to deliver next-gen PC experiences has never been stronger. So now I want to really just sort of pause for a second and take a look at what is a Microsoft Copilot Plus PC, and really kind of define that. And essentially, a Copilot Plus PC is a new class of Windows 11 AI-powered computers that are designed to enhance worker productivity, creativity, and security. So these PCs are really turbocharged with that 40 plus tops on the neural processing unit, that NPU with 40 plus tops. And that enables advanced AI features such as real-time translation, image generation, and a whole bunch more, while built-in encryption and other hardware and OS security features help ensure that that data is fully protected. So employing an NPU, in addition to accelerating AI and AI workloads, it also reduces the CPU and GPU workloads because you can move some of those workloads onto the NPU, and this enables faster performance and longer battery life. So there's a range of Windows 11 Pro Copilot Plus PC offerings from Intel and Dell on the market today, with more arriving in 25. So businesses can choose the Copilot Plus PCs that best suit their users' device needs as well as their IT budgets. So finally, when we take a look at all this great hardware around productivity and the software that lights up the hardware, we have to look at what end users are really going to use a Copilot Plus PC for and how it will accelerate workflows. And we see things like faster semantic search and summarization with Copilot that can save users hours of time when it comes to their daily workflows. And things like drafting emails or documents with the help of personalized AI assistants with really just simple prompts, and creating content like an artist on Adobe and Canva, kind of taking that sort of novice level creator to an expert level product is really something that we're seeing can affect and accelerate daily workflows of businesses. And then generating business insights faster, more in depth using Power BI and Tableau. And then finally, that much better video collaboration through video conferencing and enhanced accessibility with things like sign language translation by one of our partners at OmniBridge are really transforming daily business workflows and accelerating business outcomes. So when you pair great hardware with great software, these are the end results that businesses can expect. And we really love to think about the outcomes of this hardware and software partnership in these everyday usages. And I'm really excited about how much more productive we can all be with a Lunar Lake powered PC, and in addition to our great software ecosystem. So let's take a look now at the overall built for business vPro platform and how our new Intel Core Ultra 200V series paired with vPro can deliver what IT needs. And we're really proud at Intel to say that we have a mutually shared mission with every IT decision maker around the world. And that's to deliver products and technologies that keep our organizations running and workers productive in the most secure and really efficient way. So with Windows 10 end of service coming in October of 25, it's never been more important to understand the key benefits that our vPro built for business platform offers to IT organizations transitioning to that latest technology. So we're going to talk a little bit about what Intel vPro brings and has been bringing for nearly 2 decades of commercial experiences to deliver the best computing foundation for businesses of all sizes. So, let's just take a look at what that looks like. But before we do that, we do have the opportunity for another poll question, so a little more interaction here. So this next question is really around security and manageability. So as compared to 3 years ago, and this is the pre-AIPC era, how important is security and manageability to your PC strategy? So let's go ahead and share that one. All right, the results are coming in kind of fast and furious. This one is a little bit more lopsided, I think, than the last few. Not as wide of a range. We'll give it a few more seconds. We've got a few last responses coming in. All right, Jack, I think we've got most of them in. And I think we could go ahead and share. So yeah, I mean, this one was a little bit more lopsided in terms of our answers. It looks like overwhelmingly security, manageability are more important than 3 years ago. And my guess would have been, if I would ask this 3 years before, probably that similar that similar response, right? Our focus is in a lot of ways in the commercial segment. How do we keep our environments safe and secure, and how do we manage them in the easiest way possible? So we're going to take a little bit of time and delve into vPro in combination with Lunar Lake. How are we delivering security manageability, and even talk a little bit about sustainability and stability as well. So at Intel, this is not new to us in terms of our really focus on our business customers. And, we started Intel vPro with this vision to equip IT teams with remote, hardware-based, out-of-band PC manageability. But over 2 decades of continued innovation, this vPro platform has come a very, very long way. And we've raised the bar each generation, whether that's delivering the industry's first on silicon security or offering reliable disaster recovery solutions for the worst outages in recent times. We continue to innovate, and as we can see, we're relentlessly focused on making vPro the right technology investment for our customers year after year, solving the toughest pain points facing IT. And then we need to do this all while delivering that end user productivity benefits that we just walked through. So we're going to start and take a look at how vPro is, uniquely sort of aggregates these technologies and features to deliver what end users want and what IT needs. So, productivity for business end users, that leadership performance, battery life, connectivity, AI experiences, we talked about that, right? We know business end users need that. But IT, they require security, ease of management, stability, and sustainability. So let's begin with this unique value that Intel vPro AIPCs can deliver for IT, because AIPCs aren't just for end users, there's real benefits for IT as well. So I think I'm one slide too quick here. Oh, we're going to go one ahead. My apologies for this. There we go. So Intel AIPCs deliver real tangible outcomes for IT. And it really boils down to these 4 categories. First, it's security. And we use our unique Intel threat detection technology to deliver high efficacy threat detection. And what we see here as a result is that, in fact, 24% higher threat detection than our competition on vPro, and we're able to do that more performantly by utilizing the GPU and NPU for some of those features. In regards to manageability, AIPCs can bring in AI-based insights on PC fleets that allow for faster and more intelligent responses and remediations. When it comes to AI, right, this localized AI we talked about a little bit before, bringing large language models on device together with RAG technology for business-driven use cases. And by doing that, IT can save on cloud costs and personalize use cases while delivering end user efficiencies. And then finally, when AI PCs bring new ways of working to businesses and end users, we really get this supercharged productivity and IT benefits from that. So let's take a look at sort of each one of these pillars separately. And security is first, and it's in our DNA at Intel. Choosing a device with vPro ensures industry-leading, comprehensive, business-grade security, right? That's the foundation, and you can have confidence in that. So we're really excited that in 25, we're able to announce that Intel is the only silicon vendor to have industry-validated hardware security capabilities against the MITRE ATT&CK framework, which is truly the gold standard used by SecOps. And this is, this work was an industry project that we collaborated with Microsoft, CrowdStrike, and Attack IQ that delivered this mapping to real-world threat tactics using Intel vPro Security and Intel Core Ultra AI PCs. And really the choice of PC hardware is now proven to have a significant impact on security software's ability to protect. And MITRE mapped 150 Intel vPro mitigations overall. 90 of those mitigations with Windows 11, Secure Core PC, and Microsoft Defender, and 80 mitigations for CrowdStrike's Falcon. And Attack IQ was the software that we used to emulate these real attacks to prove that the features actually worked. And then separately, Intel also mapped over 30 hardware security mitigations to MITRE Atlas, which is the sister framework used to map threats to AI. So this real world hardware level innovation is what makes vPro security distinctive in the marketplace. Now, I need to talk a little bit about Windows 11 here because we know that Windows 11, we are refreshing this year, and Intel and Microsoft have been really working for decades to co-engineer silicon and software. And Windows 11 has some of the most advanced threat detection and prevention solutions that are on by default, and those solutions are built on Intel silicon, really as part of our vPro security offerings. Dozens of security capabilities are deep in the silicon that are all working together for this cumulative effect of attack surface reduction and to really stay ahead of those bad actors in the cyber, the cyber crime space. So together with co-engineering of a comprehensive out-of-the-box security has been instrumental in limiting, eliminating entire classes of attacks. So we work hand in hand with Microsoft to deliver these security capabilities to our business and customers. And then, when we look across the ecosystem for security, we know that security is a team sport. And with our ISV partner ecosystem, we're extending and building on the value of Intel vPro security for our enterprise customers. And really in these three areas, the first is threat detection and response with the industry's first AI innovations that equip security ISVs to detect attacks earlier and with greater efficacy. Endpoint data loss prevention with AI analysis to prevent sensitive data exfiltration and compliant Gen AI interactions. And then finally, deepfake detection and secure file transfer, right? Creating an AI protected secure workspace with deepfake detection and that secure file transfer and browsing and anti-phishing solutions. And you can see here the breadth of our ISV security partnerships. And with Intel, you get the added benefit of boosting the efficacy and performance of the security software that you're already using, really thanks to this rigorous validation and co-engineering that we do with our ISV ecosystems. And we know that we're engaged with some of the top ISVs serving our largest commercial install base. So let's start to talk a little bit now about manageability. And moving on to vPro manageability, we've shown recently that even in the most severe outages, Intel vPro manageability is battle tested to get businesses back up and running in a matter of hours and not days. So let's quickly look at out of the box versus activation required. And when our customers purchase a Dell system with Intel vPro platforms, they get hardware-based performance, security, and stability features out of the box. Like literally nothing has to be turned on or activated. The platform performance features and rigorous platform validation just comes standard. And as does that hardware-based security features. So no need to flip a switch or turn anything on. However, where there is activation required is around our vPro manageability features. And when Intel vPro manageability is activated, our customers can manage devices remotely and even stand up a device if the OS is completely down and they're blue screen using our unique out-of-band manageability features. So we saw this summer with the CrowdStrike outage. Our customers that had activated vPro manageability were able to stand up devices in hours instead of days, and they were able to do that remotely, like didn't have to touch a device. And that was a real value add that we saw with the vPro manageability features. So having said that, the activation, if you will, of vPro manageability was often a barrier to IT teams. And we consistently heard the request to make the activation process easier. And in 25, I'm really excited to tell you that we listened, and we're bringing some exciting things to market. So in 25, we're going to introduce, or we are introducing simple methods to activate and scale Intel vPro manageability to hundreds of thousands of devices, really millions of devices that are already distributed, and our new devices that we're bringing to market. So one, we've partnered with top software vendors like CrowdStrike Falcon, Avanti, and Intune to integrate vPro hardware capabilities into a single unified console for seamless integration. So many of the integrations are available now with our ISV partners that I just listed, and more coming in Q1. And we're really happy that we're able to announce that Intel vPro Fleet Services is coming to market in 25. And this is a hosted SaaS solution for remote fleet manageability, ideal for IT teams that are looking for agility and scale without the need for their own cloud infrastructure. And these new vendors and methods, that I just explained, are making the activation very simple, moving it from 24 steps down to 6 steps, no server required. And the July outage, the CrowdStrike outage really showed the need for strong resiliency for manageability. And Intel vPro prepares businesses for any challenge with existing and new fleet management additions. So with improved manageability solutions, we feel that we're meeting customers where they are and giving IT shops the power of choice in how they deploy and scale Intel vPro manageability in their environments. So next, let's just briefly talk about stability and sustainability, which is vital to help IT teams transition with confidence, and sustainability really becoming that more important purchasing criteria for organizations of all sizes. So as platforms become more complex, stability is critical for seamless business operations, and Intel vPro platforms ensure 99.7% compatibility with Windows 11 Pro applications, really helping to guarantee that smooth PC deployment and uninterrupted productivity. And with Intel's stable IT platform program, Intel SIP, we promise no hardware changes for up to 9 quarters, depending on the SoC, comprehensive validation for silicon software and technologies, including Windows 10 and Windows 11, and flexible updates focusing on security and reliability. So this program empowers IT teams to maintain stability and reliability with their fleets and manage the changes at their own pace. And then when we look at sustainability, we know full well that governments and regulatory frameworks are really ramping up environmental protections, and organizations have to adhere to these frameworks. And IT plays a key role in that. Our Forrester reports that expanding sustainability initiatives is a high priority of 70% of the ITDMs that they surveyed. So Intel vPro supports sustainability at every PC lifecycle stage, from eco-friendly manufacturing to energy efficiency and circular designs. It delivers tangible benefits to both businesses, responsibility objectives, and also business bottom lines as well. So really important factor. Okay, and I know we're getting towards the end of our webinar, so we're at the call to action item here. But before we really jump into some final thoughts and think about some action steps we can take in 25 to get the most out of our commercial PCs, I want to do one final poll question just to gauge our audience on where they're at in their PC refresh cycle. So which best describes what's driving your PC refresh strategy in 2025? And let's go ahead and pop up that poll. All right, the results are coming in very much aligned with, and I know we're continuing to leave it open here. We'll leave it open for a few more seconds. We've got some more coming in, but it looks like very much aligned with a great AIPC starts with a great PC built for business. That's what we're seeing from the results, at least thus far. It looks like we've got most of those in so far. So let's go ahead and share the results. Yeah, we could kind of see, the prevailing feeling here is the refresh will be in the same fashion as previous years. Likely our organizations are on a 3 or 4 or maybe a 5-year cadence for refresh. So that's going to continue. But also this Windows 10 end of support is driving refresh and driving a refresh strategy in 25. And hopefully what you've learned about Lunar Lake and about vPro really helps to support. Hey, if Windows 10 is driving our refresh strategy, what a great time to leverage a platform like Lunar Lake and vPro on a Dell system to help accelerate business outcomes. So great feedback. So let's go ahead and continue to jump in, and I'll just share with you some questions, and maybe these are some food for thought questions in regard to what's driving your refresh strategy or ways to think about your refresh strategy. So provided 4 questions here of things that you should be thinking about in terms of refresh. And the first one is, this Windows 11 transition, and how complete is your Windows 11 transition? And some suggestions here are really are to evaluate your deployment status, right? Regularly assess the current status of your Windows 11 deployment across all your devices. Identify and upgrade the systems that need to be upgraded. So pinpoint any of those systems that still need to be upgraded and create a detailed timeline to get that done. And then you need to ensure compatibility. I'm sure you're all in some stage of doing that now, but really verifying that your critical applications and hardware are compatible with Windows 11 really before those upgrades. Next question is around data policies and AI ready infrastructure. And here, I would really suggest that you assess your data policies first and foremost. Review and update data policies that support your AI initiatives and ensure data accessibility, privacy, and compliance. And then implement that infrastructure that supports how you plan to use AI, right? Invest in infrastructure that can handle AI workloads. That may be high performance computing, having those Lunar Lake systems at the endpoint and the resources to support that, and some scale in the cloud as well. The third question here is, taking a look at business end user personas in particular. And here the suggestion is around analyzing your user groups, right? Conduct an analysis of the different end user personas that you have within your corporation or organization and understand their specific computing needs. You've likely gone through this process before, but maybe it was several years ago before an AIPC. So refresh that and match those personas with PC configurations that are aligned, right, with the appropriate specs that meet their performance and functionality requirements, and really sort of looking at a persona-based approach to refresh. And then finally, security and manageability are ultimately, extremely important. You all said that. We know that at Intel and Dell. So the suggestions here are around conducting a risk assessment, right? How identify potential security threats, areas that you have vulnerabilities at the endpoint. Define your risk tolerance, so establish your organization's risk tolerance level and implement security measures accordingly. And then finally, put in place manageability tools, modern manageability tools to maintain secure, compliant, and an operational environment. Super, super important. So finally, I'm going to leave you with 2 last slides. And the first one is really just to reiterate this inflection point that we're at in the PC refresh landscape. And for PC purchases, they're evolving quickly and have been for the past year or so. With Windows 10 end of support coming in October of this year and AI's potential for business innovation, it's more important than ever that our commercial customers think strategically about their device purchases. So moving to Windows 11 Pro Copilot Plus PCs powered by Intel gives you the right hardware and software foundation to power existing and future AI enhanced applications. And this is more than just sort of that necessary upgrade. So more than a like for like, right? We have this opportunity in 25 to really change the game in how organizations get work done. So customers choosing the Copilot Plus PCs have that extra level of confidence that their employees have the tools that they need to drive really new ways of innovating with business outcomes and growing the business in general. And with Windows 10 end of support that's right around the corner, I'd really suggest, if you haven't already, my guess is you've started the process, but if not, really acting now to determine which PCs meet the system requirements to upgrade to Windows 11 and which PCs need to be refreshed with new hardware. And while many PCs meet the minimum requirements to run Windows 11, there's a lot out there in the commercial sort of environment, especially PCs that are 4+ years old that just simply don't. So refreshing those non-eligible PCs with new Intel Core Ultra V series offers some really clear benefits. Comparative testing shows clearly that IT can expect a 3x, more than a 3x reduction in support issues and a 62% decrease in security incidents with new Intel hardware. And then nearly 3 in 4 companies we know are prioritizing investments in AI. Moving users to Windows Pro Copilot Plus PCs really sets up your organization to better take advantage of these fast accelerating wave of AI innovation. And finally, this is our last slide. And I just wanted to end here with the kind of the formal presentation. I know we have a couple minutes potentially for some Q&A to take a look at what's available on the market from Dell and Intel on Intel Core Ultra Series 200V devices. So as you can see, Dell is offering 200V systems in both the Dell Pro Premium and Dell Pro Plus families of devices at both that U7 and U5 SKUs. So multiple screen sizes, multiple configurations available, and I would really highly suggest you take a look at your business personas and which persona matches up best with a Lunar Lake Dell device. So with that, that's the end of the formal presentation. Jack, I know we've got a few minutes left. Is there maybe 1 or 2 questions that we can answer?
Yeah, I mean, a question that came in early on is, what are the tops of these processors? Are they Windows Copilot PCs?
Yes. Lunar Lake, Intel Core Ultra 200V series processors. So I think I'm still sharing. These processors are Copilot Plus PCs. So these meet the 40+ tops on the NPU to be, Copilot Plus PC eligible. But I would say that, as we look at where AI is running, we know that developers and ISVs are running AI workloads on the device on all of the engines, CPU, GPU, and NPU. So yes, the Lunar Lake NPU does deliver over the 40 tops. It's at that 48 tops range for Lunar Lake, but overall, the overall platform tops of Lunar Lake is over 120 platform tops. So really excited to be able to bring that, accelerated AI power to the Lunar Lake platforms.
Awesome, thank you. And it looks like we got just enough time for one more question. And, how does Lunar Lake compare to Snapdragon as far as battery life and performance?
Yeah, I think I did have a slide on that. When you take a look at like for like, so same chassis, same watts, same systems, Lunar Lake outperforms other silicon vendors, Qualcomm, Snapdragon, AMD, on real world battery life. There was a slide. I know we're going to send the deck out after, but you'll be able to have that slide from a apples to apple comparison, and Lunar Lake, broke the myth that X86 couldn't deliver battery life. Lunar Lake is doing just that, and we're really excited about what that means for our business end users and commercial customers.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Larry. And you gave me a good reminder to remind everybody that the slides will be available, the recording will be available, and we're going to give out Larry's email. So if you have more questions for Larry that we weren't able to ask in this webinar, check your emails. All of that will be coming out. Give us till about Monday or Tuesday of next week to get the recording and everything up and processed. But Larry, we really appreciate your time. I mean, there was some great conversation going on in the chat. So really informative. Our members stayed till the end. I mean, we still have over 100 people on, so they really
Excellent.
appreciate your time. I mean, this was absolutely fantastic. So,
Well, very good. Happy to be here.
thank you, Larry. Well, with that, we'll let everybody get to their next meeting. I know it's the middle of the day for a lot of people. So, Larry, thank you. We really appreciate your time. And if you have any other questions, we will send out Larry's email, and you can always reach out to member services at dtuck.com. So, Larry, thank you. Everyone, thanks for spending a little bit of your day with us, and we'll see you all again here soon.
Thank you so much.